Hi everyone, this is Tim Nye, Chief Executive Officer of Catholic Charities San Bernardino Riverside. With Community in Focus, thanks for joining us today. And I'm here with the Mayor of Montclair, Mayor John Dutrey.
Hello, how's it going?
Mayor, I'm excited to be here with you this morning.
Great, well, thank you.
Tell us, just before we get diving into Montclair, just tell us a little bit about your story. So I want to start way back actually. So your parents actually came from France and Spain.
Yeah, I immigrated here back in the early 1960s in this area.
And what was the region? It was the Basque region?
Basque region, yeah.
Basque
On both sides of Spain and France.
That's fantastic. So they came to this area here, and then you went to, I believe, which high school you're...
Well, I graduated from Montclair High School.
Okay.
I won't tell you what year that is, but back in the 80s, early 80s. But then I also went to local schools here in Montclair as well. So been in Montclair for many, many years, been in this region for many years.
And then you, what I think happened was you went on to college and you went to the University of San Bernardino?
Cal State San Bernardino.
Cal State San Bernardino.
My bachelor's, my master's.
Right. And so so along your way, you got into, I believe a master's was in public administration.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah, and I think city planning was something that you were working with as well.
My career has been in urban planning with both the city of Upland and in the city of Rialto.
And you're very involved. So pretty exciting. This is my first time actually sitting with a Knights of Columbus member.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
So fantastic. So we put that out there. One of our Knights, and there's great stories around the Knights of Columbus, but just in general, tell me about your service in our community. Obviously, when you first started, what was it like when you became mayor?
Well, actually, I've been, before mayor, I've been in the council for the last 28 years, 1996. But mayors, obviously, it's a little different because everybody thinks you're really in charge, which you're not in charge as a mayor, but the mayor has that persuasion of the public because of that. And so mayor is really a leader, plays a big role in the leader in the city and among the city council and among the staff members. But, I love this town. And one of the things I actually try to do is go out in the community and talk to residents, but see what's going on in the community and try to address those issues.
I got that sense. We had a chance to talk earlier about the programs and services at Catholic Charities and Bishop Rojas and some of the initiatives. And I got that sense that you're just really heartfelt, really focused on the community itself, and really appreciate that. So your staff and everyone else is working on many projects. What are some of the things that you're excited about in the Montclair area?
Well, in the Montclair area, we're a small city compared to the surrounding cities of us, 5 square miles. So we've never had an opportunity to really expand our city with vacant raw land. So we've had to kind of redevelop our city. And that's one of the things we're trying to do through our urban planning specific plans, our general plan. So we're doing a lot of great things in North Montclair right now with a lot of new developments there. And so the other thing I'm excited about in this town is a lot of the capital improvement projects we're doing in our streets, but also we did a huge park in West Montclair called Sunset Park. And then we're going to get ready to open a brand new park on Hope Boulevard. And then we're looking forward to also doing Saratoga Park, our baseball fields. We're doing that whole thing there. But these parks we haven't had any new parks or really improved parks in the last 40 years. So I'm really excited that the residents of Montclair will have parks that they deserve.
I'm newer to the area. I have staff that live in Montclair. I mean, I hear a lot of great things. My board chair lives here. So just really good stuff going on for our community members. And of course, there's other issues too, where Catholic Charities and other nonprofits get involved. And those could be our unhoused folks and other folks in the community that we're going to assist through our programs and services. So just to go back a little further, did you ever imagine yourself when you were young being the mayor?
Did I imagine that young? I always liked politics when I was a young age. So I guess being a politician is kind of my dream in the past. Kind of grown out of that as I get older. You're more focused on policy making and serving your community, less about the politics of it.
Sure. And now I just want to bring us back a little bit. You also have some family members that served in the military.
Yes, my
Because
wife.
I'm a Marine Corps veteran, and I know you're.
Well, my wife is the competition. She was a lieutenant colonel of the U.S. Army, retired obviously, and my son just left the Army as a sergeant
Wow.
last summer. So yeah, so yep,
Great
U.S. Army,
respect.
go Army.
Go Army. Go Army, all my Marine Corps friends out there. Sorry, Semper Fi to all you guys, but in this case, we're going to say go Army. And a sergeant, so, sergeant, we say in the Marine Corps, sergeant's the backbone of the Marine Corps. So, shout out to your son being a sergeant in the United States Army. That's fantastic. So you've got service everywhere throughout your family. What are some of the things today that you would say to a young person that's out there, wants to get motivated or excited about their life, or they're having some challenges? What advice would you give,
Well, I think today, obviously there's a lot of challenges being, I think, a young person today because of social media plays a big role in that. But I think a young person today has a lot of good opportunities that are motivated. One of the things that's happened here is a great recession, a great retirement. A lot of the baby boomers, like myself, have left the workforce, and there is a great deal of need of skilled workforce today. Not just college-educated workforce, but in the trades itself.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a young person who understands that, is motivated, has the right attitude, has a great future if they want to go into the workforce, a career, and make some good money.
Absolutely. And so we have career advisory services at Catholic Charities. We were talking a little bit about that earlier. And that is for obviously our youth and those folks that are still transitioning or figuring out their next move. And of course, believe it or not, some of our seniors or folks roughly in their late 50s are also interested in our workforce development program or career advisory services. So if you're watching this now and you know someone or you're interested in career advisory services, you can go to Catholic Charities website and review that and actually see about our career advisory program as well. And so, Mayor, one last question, or one more question actually. So throughout your career, who was your greatest mentor? Young man in Montclair, and now you've achieved.
Well, I think I had more. My parents obviously were mentors to me. They showed me some basic life skills to do well in life. I had a gentleman here in Montclair, was a council member, named Councilman Leonard Politz. He brought me in, taught me the ropes of city governments, getting on the city council. He was on the Air Quality Management Board. So he brought me in as his board assistant as well. So I got more focused and accumulated with how government operates. So he was somebody who in terms of politics, along with a couple of former mayors in Montclair, and then probably in the workforce, I've had some mentors or two in my careers. For my last director, Rob Steele with the City Rialto, taught me a lot. Another guy, John Atwater, one with the City of Upland, taught me a lot as well in those fields. So there's multiple. I have multiple.
That's fantastic. I mean, I have a lot of mentors in my life too. So I know it's important. And for those folks watching, always seeking out a mentor to really help them, assist them in their growth.
Yeah.
And they don't have to go it alone, right? So we have Catholic charities have counseling services and things of that nature. But beyond that, just finding a mentor in your life to help you get through challenges or actually understand your next move, so to speak.
Yeah, I also encourage the youth, get away from your phones, get away from that thing, the screens, and you got to go out and meet people. You got to meet people face to face, stay in contact with them, because you never know, that person may be someone who opens doors for you for your next chapter in life.
Yeah, many parents are saying this now, stay off the phones, right?
Yeah.
And then we have to remember that as parents as well. So yeah, that's a huge challenge, no doubt. So just one final thing, is there anything that keeps you up at night as the mayor? Like, what are the big challenges or things that you might be really excited about for the city?
Well, there are things I'm excited about the city, to continue to see the city developed, and along with all the developments, the capital improvement projects I talked about, the services we do in this community.
Mm-hmm.
The challenges are, I find, is funding it. The economy is beginning to change now, and how do you continue to sustain that? The same sustainability is a concern I have. The other issue I have is we're dealing with the transit homeless population, the chronic homeless. It's become more of a serious issue, and more complaints I'm getting, and we're trying to deal with that, manage that. but it's going to be a continued problem. There was a lot of, on the streets. I think there's a lot of guns in the streets, a lot, obviously drugs in the streets. And, I think about my police officers and firefighters who are going out and dealing with some serious crimes and making sure they're safe and the public is safe as well. So those are some other things that keeps me up at night.
Yeah, that's a heavy lift.
Yeah.
And everybody watching, it's all of us together, the nonprofit sector, the government sector, and just the whole community that can step up and really make a difference and an impact for all. So if you're watching now and you want to get involved with Catholic Charities or any nonprofit organization for that matter, to just be involved, volunteer, be a part of the solution. And a lot of times, Mayor, I recently was discovering this, and this is certainly, I was recently discovering, I think you alluded to it earlier, a lot of times you have the title mayor and everything's on your shoulders when actually it's a group effort of the entire city.
Well, it's a group effort.
Yeah.
So I have a council, city council.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
a full-time, it's called city manager, CEO of the city, that runs the city day to day.
Mhm.
But again, if you want to be an effective mayor, you got to be involved in your community. You got to be involved in the region, not just about knowing the people in your city, but you also have to meet a lot of other people outside of the city to have impacts.
That's fantastic. So I really love the fact that you're so focused on the community like this and all your expertise and skills and knowledge that you bring throughout your entire career. It's fantastic. So any last things you'd say to somebody out there that was struggling, as far as the city's concerned, or where they could reach out to?
Well, we're obviously available here in the city of Montclair, so feel free to contact myself. You can email me. If we have our human services department, you can contact them. They have social service programs for youth, seniors, and families, homeless services too through our code enforcement division. And so I would encourage anybody who's seeking assistance, make the phone call. Whatever resource you have, or if it's in school too, you can contact your school staff there if seeking resources. So there's a lot of resources out there. It's just a matter of pick up the phone or send out an email and getting the services.
Yes, and also we can't forget to mention 211. You can dial 211 and also reach out to Catholic Charities and other organizations that are ready to assist. We want to thank everyone for joining us today with our Mayor of Montclair, John Dutrey. John, thank you, Mayor.
No problem, very much.
Appreciate it.
Very much. All right.
Thank
for
you.
coming.
Yep. Thanks, everyone. Please, if you're watching now, go ahead and share, like, and hit that subscribe button. Again, share and like and subscribe. Thanks again for watching Community in Focus with Catholic Charities. I'm Tim Nye here with Mayor John Dutrey, and thank you again, everyone.
Bye-bye.